Good morning, children. Today we will discuss about potential function for sinusoidal oscillations. Potential function for sinusoidal oscillations. Let us go with the presentation. Potential functions for time varying fields, or we can say this is as potential functions for sinusoidal oscillations. So here potential functions obtained by using Lorentz-Gatt condition are given by del square a bar minus mu epsilon dou square a bar by dou t, which is equals to minus mu j bar, and del square v minus mu epsilon dou square v by dou t square, which is equals to minus rho v by epsilon. So these two are equation number 1 and equation number 2. So in the sinusoidal steady state, we can rewrite these equations by replacing dou by dou t with the j omega. Thus, equation 3.3.1, this equation can be written as, that means we can replace dou by dou t. So here we have dou by dou t by using j omega. So consider 3.3.1 equation. So del square a bar mu minus mu epsilon. So here dou square by dou t, that means here dou square by dou t square here, we can replace dou by dou t with j omega. So j omega into j omega, again here a bar, which is equals to mu into j bar, and we can write this one as del square a bar minus mu epsilon j square equals to minus 1. So here minus omega square a bar, which is equals to minus mu j bar, and del square a bar plus minus into minus here plus mu epsilon omega square a bar, which is equals to minus mu j. So this is equation number 3. Similarly, we can replace here also dou square by dou t square by using j omega. So let us consider this equation number 3.3.2. Del square v minus mu epsilon. Here dou square by dou t square, again j omega into j omega v equals to minus rho v by epsilon. Again del square v minus mu epsilon j into j square minus into omega square v, which is equals to rho v by epsilon. So here del square v plus omega square mu epsilon v, which is equals to minus rho v by epsilon. This is equation number 4. So here, if you consider equation number 3 and 4, which we have obtained after replacing dou by dou t with j omega, and these two equations are again the Helmholtz wave equation with the source term included. So here in these two equations, we have the source term included. The solutions of these equations can be obtained again by considering the solutions for static conditions and incorporating the phase delay due to the distance r between the source and the point of interest at which potential is to be obtained. So here again, the solutions for these two equations can be obtained by the static conditions, incorporating the phase delay due to the distance r between the source and the point of interest where the potential is to be obtained. So we have already studied this case where we can obtain the potential from the distance r. So we have already studied in the case of an electromagnetic wave propagation in the z direction, but here we will use r direction. So the phase variation is represented by the factor e power minus j beta z, because here we have considered z direction. So here phase variation is represented the factor e power minus j beta z. Similarly, here the wavelength is traveling in r direction, so we can replace r here in the place of z. So the phase variation is represented by the factor e power minus j beta r. So we are just replacing z with r. So the potential functions obtained previously can be modified by simply accompanying the factor e power minus j beta r to the potential functions for the sinusoidal oscillations. So thus the potential functions for the sinusoidal oscillations are given by, just we are replacing, already we have studied these two equations, but here we have studied in the z direction. So just we are replacing in the wavelength. So here the wave is traveling in r direction. We are replacing with r. So a bar r, which is equals to mu by 4 pi integration v j bar r dash e power minus j beta r by r into dv dash. This is equation number 5. V of r, which is equals to 1 by 4 pi epsilon integration v rho v r dash e power minus j beta r by r dv dash. So this is equation number 6. So these two are the equations for the sinusoidal oscillations in the wave here traveling in the z direction. So as already derived, the magnetic fields and the electric field are given by, already we have derived electric and magnetic field. So these two are the electric field and magnetic field equations. See, mu h bar is equals to delta cross A bar magnetic field. So E bar is equals to minus delta V minus dou A bar by dou T. This is the magnetic field which already we have derived. So writing the above expressions in the phasor form. Let us rewrite these equations in phasor form. So H bar is equals to 1 by mu. So just we are sending mu that side, del cross A. E bar is equals to minus delta V minus j omega A bar here. So this is equation number 7 and this is equation number 8. And note that again E and H are related by the Lorentz-Gauss condition, represented in the phasor form as del dot A bar is equals to minus j omega mu epsilon V. So this is equation number 9. So this is the relation. So again here these two are related by Lorentz-Gauss equations in the phasor form. So from equation number 3.3.7, so from this equation, it is clear that magnetic field is expressed in terms of vector potential A. So here magnetic field is represented in terms of vector potential A, but in the case of equation number 8, so which is electric field, which is expressed in terms of scalar potential V as well as vector potential A. So here we can observe here magnetic field which only represents in terms of vector potential L, but here we can observe in V as well as A. Electric field can be obtained here. It is represented in V as well as A. So here scalar potential V as well as vector potential A. So to express the electric field only in terms of vector potential A. So here H is we can observe in the terms of A. Here also we can replace this one in terms of A, in terms of vector potential A, eliminating V from the equation 3.3.8 using the equation 9. So we can eliminate V by using this equation number 9. So let us see. So we can rewrite this equation. We can eliminate here V by using this by substituting here. So here if you consider equation number 9, V is equals to del dot A by minus j omega mu epsilon. So simply we can replace here V by using this one, so that electric field can be obtained in terms of A, that means vector potential A. So let us see. So let us substitute equation number 9 in equation number 8 in place of V. Let us see. So E equals to minus del dot A by minus j omega mu epsilon minus j omega A bar. So simply we have replaced V in terms of here with this. So again this term is we are writing here as it is. So E bar is equals to del dot A bar by j omega mu epsilon minus, so here minus minus gets cancelled, so this becomes positive, minus j omega A bar. This is equation number 10. So we can have another expression for E bar in which E is expressed in terms of A only. So consider one of the Maxwell's equations in phasor form, which is given as, so this is the Maxwell's equation in phasor form. So del cross H bar is equals to j plus j omega epsilon E bar. So from equation 7, substituting value of H in equation number 11. So let us substitute H value from equation number 7. Let us see. So here H is 1 by mu del cross S. So let us substitute H in equation number here. Here in 11. So in the place of it. So del cross 1 by mu del cross A bar, which is equals to J plus J omega epsilon E bar. So 1 by mu del cross A bar, which is equals to J plus J omega epsilon E bar. So interchanging the operations, because we will obtain the interchanging the operations. So therefore del cross A, which is equals to, so let us send this mu to that side, cross multiplication. Mu J bar plus J omega mu epsilon E bar. So j omega mu epsilon E bar, which is equals to, that means simply we can consider E. So E term you have here. So let us consider this term j omega mu epsilon E, which is equals to, we can send this term to that side. So del cross A bar minus mu J bar. Therefore E is equals to 1 by j omega mu epsilon del cross A bar minus mu. So this is the if E is calculated outside the current distribution, then J bar is equals to, this one equals to 0. Hence E is expressed solely in terms of a vector potential A. So this is about potential functions for sinusoidal oscillations. Thank you, children.